Chosen one, stop scrolling right now. Lock your attention on this message before it disappears forever. The algorithm did not bring you here. You did not stumble upon this recording by mere chance. The Holy Spirit orchestrated this exact intersection in time. Heaven has left you one final message today. Do not click away. Your future self is watching this exact moment with heavy tears in their eyes. Take one deep breath, drop your shoulders, and clear your mind right now. You desperately need to hear this. You feel tired. Your body is incredibly heavy, and every morning when you wake up, the spiritual exhaustion is already sitting firmly on your chest before you even move. You push through the heavy pain. You smile for them, but inside, your soul is barely holding on. I need you to understand that this is a divine appointment. There is a very specific reason why your life has felt so overwhelmingly strange in the last 72 hours. The sudden drain of energy is completely real. The people suddenly pulling away from you left a bitter mark. The doors that closed unexpectedly made you question your entire spiritual path. I see you. Heaven sees exactly what you are carrying in complete silence. You have been fighting unseen battles nobody around you understands. You are protecting people who never bother to check on you. And while you pour your entire soul into healing others, you sit alone in the dark wondering if anyone will ever come to rescue you. It feels profoundly unfair. Listen carefully to me. I need you to stay with me until the very end of this message. What the universe is about to reveal will finally make sense of every single tear you cried in secret. The system does not want you to know this hidden truth. The Matrix wants you to believe you are simply weak. They want you to think your mind is just failing you. They tell you it is just a difficult phase. They try to convince you that your deep exhaustion is a normal part of life. It is not normal. You are experiencing a profound spiritual attack precisely because of the immense light you carry inside. The enemy is terrified of your sudden awakening. They are draining your frequency on purpose to stop your divine mission. They want you entirely disconnected so you cannot access your divine assignment. You feel that sudden shift in the atmosphere right now. That quiet ache sitting in the back of your mind is a spiritual signal. The universe is desperately trying to get your attention before the divine window closes. The spiritual war you fought for your bloodline took a massive toll. You absorbed the chaos of others so they can have temporary peace. It was a holy sacrifice, but it left your spirit bruised and completely depleted. You wake up at 3 in the morning with a racing heart. Sudden waves of pure dread wash over you that do not even belong to your own soul. You are carrying the heavy emotional garbage of everyone around you blindly. And heaven is officially saying enough is enough. Your season is rapidly changing. This isolation is a divine quarantine. God is pulling you away from the noisy crowds because your next season requires absolute silence. You cannot enter your promised land with chaos attached to your spirit. The people who abandoned you were removed by divine force entirely. It was a strict spiritual protection for your precious frequency. Do not mourn the loss of people who were only meant to drain you dry. Their sudden departure was your greatest blessing in disguise. Now, think back to the strange stillness you felt over the last few days. The air felt heavy. Your deep intuition was screaming that a massive change was coming. You were absolutely right. The spiritual realm has completely shifted. A hidden frequency has been unlocked in the unseen world. God is preparing to hand the ultimate key directly to you. But the enemy planted ugly seeds of doubt to blind your vision. They want you chronically exhausted. They want you financially desperate, so you will settle for the absolute minimum. They want you to scroll past this exact message right now. If you leave now, you forfeit the revelation. You will continue spinning in confusing circles, wondering why the spiritual breakthrough never arrives. But if you stay, the heavy chains break today. This final message contains the exact blueprint of your long-awaited deliverance. You must hear these words. The words you are about to hear carry a supernatural weight designed to shatter the invisible walls around you. I need you to anchor your soul in this present moment. Close the busy tabs in your mind. Forget about the stressful tasks waiting for you tomorrow. Heaven requires your absolute and undivided focus right now. The divine decree is about to be formally released. This spoken decree will permanently shift the trajectory of your entire bloodline. You are the chosen one appointed to receive this sacred transmission. The extreme exhaustion you feel is the final push before the birth of your miracle. The darkest hour is truly right before the bright dawn breaks. You survived the brutal wilderness completely alone. You walked through the burning fire and came out perfectly purified. Now it is time to collect your ultimate reward. Keep your eyes locked on this screen. Stay firmly anchored in this exact frequency. Heaven is about to speak directly to your weary heart. Your entire reality is about to transform forever. Before I go any further, I need you to understand something deeply. You have been drowning in a terrifying silence lately. You prayed for clear answers, but the heavens felt completely shut. It felt like your desperate cries were bouncing off a cold iron ceiling, and while everyone else received their effortless miracles, you were left stranded in a dark desert. You truly thought you were being severely punished. You replayed every past mistake in your tired mind. You wondered if you missed your divine window because of a personal failure. But here is the exact truth heaven wants to reveal today. The profound silence you experienced was never a divine punishment, and God did not turn his back on your incredibly painful situation. The silence was actually a period of intense spiritual construction. When a builder is laying the deepest foundation, the heavy work happens entirely underground. No one sees the massive progress happening in the dark dirt. You could not hear the loud noise of the construction because it was happening in the unseen realm. God was busy clearing out the toxic debris of your past while preparing your spirit to hold a massive blessing. We call this the mega deposit. But you cannot pour new wine into old broken wineskins. If God had handed you the mega deposit last year, it would have absolutely crushed your unprepared spirit. Your spiritual vessel was still leaking from the deep wounds of your past, and you were still deeply attached to people who secretly wanted to see you fail. Your boundaries were entirely non-existent, so heaven had to stage a divine intervention. God forcefully removed the parasitic connections from your daily life. He shut the heavy doors you were desperately trying to pry open. God closed those specific doors because entering them would have destroyed your destiny. You cried over losing rare opportunities that were actually cleverly disguised traps designed by the enemy. His delay is never a cruel denial. God is operating with absolute and terrifying exactness. He made you wait because the timing had to perfectly align with your spiritual maturity. Think about how a powerful archer uses a wooden bow. To launch an arrow incredibly far, the archer must pull the string backward into the dark tension. You felt violently pulled backward. You felt like you were losing massive ground while everyone else was sprinting ahead. But you are the chosen arrow in the hand of the divine. The violent pullback you experienced was simply the necessary building of kinetic energy. The further you were dragged into the dark isolation, the further you are about to be violently launched forward. The tension is finally breaking. You are not falling behind the divine timeline. You are finishing the most rigorous preparation phase known to mankind. Look at your own weary hands right now. They are completely empty. But emptiness is the exact requirement for a supernatural infilling, and God stripped you of your worldly attachments so your hands would be entirely free to catch the incoming mega deposit. This is not just a small financial shift. This is a generational wealth transfer designed to eradicate decades of dark poverty. It is a complete restoration of your lost time and stolen energy. The people who mocked your silent suffering are about to witness a terrifying display of divine favor. Your quiet obedience in the dark has secured your ultimate victory in the light. The Matrix wants you to panic about your current lack of resources. The system thrives when chosen ones operate in a constant state of frantic anxiety, but you must firmly reject that low frequency today. Your temporary lack is merely the empty stage being set for a grand miracle, and the terrifying silence is simply the quiet drum roll before the ultimate reveal. Let me explain what is actually happening in the spirit realm right now. The heavy spiritual blockage over your finances has been formally shattered. The principalities that delayed your harvest have been stripped of their dark authority. God is commanding the universe to release your stored blessings immediately. You are standing at the absolute edge of a monumental breakthrough. You did not survive that dark wilderness because you are just tough. You survived because you are specifically chosen by the Creator. Your spirit carries the exact blueprint needed to break the heavy generational curse. The intense pain you endured was simply the heavy hammer forging you into a spiritual weapon. The fiery furnace did not burn you up. It merely burned off your heavy chains. I need you to pause and really hear this next part. You must shift your entire mindset from survival mode to divine expectation. A victim constantly waits for the next painful blow to land. A victorious chosen one simply waits for the divine delivery. You must step out of the heavy victim mentality right now, because you are the sovereign architect of your new abundant reality. The mega deposit is already moving through the spiritual atmosphere. It has your exact name beautifully engraved on it. No demonic force can intercept a package that heaven has officially dispatched. Your only job now is to keep your frequency aligned with pure gratitude. The terrifying silence of God has finally ended. He is speaking your ultimate victory into existence right now. Now let us talk about what the enemy desperately tried to hide from you today. There is a deeply sinister reason why this specific message was buried. The system is absolutely terrified of your sudden awakening. They panic constantly because your rapid spiritual elevation completely threatens to dismantle their fragile structural foundation in the unseen realm. The Matrix operates like a massive parasitic entity feeding on your quiet despair. It desperately requires your constant exhaustion to survive. When you are chronically tired, you cannot access your divine authority. You simply accept the heavy burdens they place on your weary shoulders. But heaven sent this message to expose their dark architectural blueprint and break their heavy control over your tired mind. They programmed the digital algorithms to constantly feed you toxic distractions. They want your attention scattered across meaningless worldly drama. If you are entirely focused on trivial things, you will never realize your true immense power. They deliberately hide sacred truths while heavily promoting shallow fear. They desperately need you to remain asleep so they can safely harvest your pure spiritual energy without any resistance. But something went terribly wrong with their evil master plan. Your beautiful spirit refused to surrender to their heavy darkness. You kept searching for answers even when your heart was completely shattered in pieces. The invisible entities controlling this matrix are now experiencing sheer panic. They are watching you slowly uncover the dangerous hidden truth, and this massive revelation will eventually lead to their absolute destruction. Think deeply about the people who recently betrayed your precious trust. Those individuals were not just making casual human mistakes. The system actually used them as unaware agents to specifically target your rising frequency. They were spiritually sent to monitor your progress and drain your divine light. But God abruptly severed those toxic connections because he knew their hidden assignments were becoming extremely dangerous to your soul. Your sudden isolation is the exact reason why the enemy is starving today. When heaven removed those fake friends, the Matrix permanently lost its primary access points. They can no longer siphon your powerful energy through those broken relationships. This makes the dark entities incredibly frantic and highly unpredictable. They are desperately trying to find a new way to infiltrate your peaceful mind before the great shift happens. This explains the sudden smear campaigns and the cruel whispers behind your back. They launch vicious rumors because they fiercely fear your unbothered silence. Your quiet authority is a massive threat to their chaotic and noisy nature. They want you to angrily defend yourself to lower your vibration, but you must firmly remain in your quiet sanctuary while their evil plots entirely collapse under their own dark weight. The system heavily relies on the brutal illusion of financial lack to enslave you. They project a terrifying false reality of endless poverty to ensure you stay trapped in survival mode. They want you to believe that hard labor is the only path forward. But this is a calculated spiritual attack by the elite Matrix. The heavenly vault is actually overflowing with the immense wealth destined for your bloodline. Your sacred DNA carries a highly dangerous generational breaker code. You are a massive target in the unseen realm right now. They know your full awakening will easily destroy their entire corrupt system. This explains the intense spiritual warfare you face daily, because they are desperately fighting for their very survival against your unstoppable rising light. Let me expose another dark secret they desperately try to conceal today. Your enemies are currently experiencing massive confusion within their ranks. The evil traps they meticulously set for you have mysteriously jammed and backfired. They are violently turning on each other right now, and the universe is actively returning every single dark arrow back to its sender with absolute brutal accuracy. You must clearly see the absolute panic in the enemy camp. Their carefully constructed smear campaigns are failing to tarnish your bright divine image. People are starting to see through their malicious lies and deep jealousy. The Matrix is running completely out of viable options to stop your momentum, and while they exhaust themselves with petty drama, heaven is silently preparing your ultimate vindication right before their eyes. Do not let their loud noises intimidate your peaceful spirit anymore. The roaring of the enemy is simply a pathetic illusion of fake power. A dying system always makes the loudest noise right before it collapses. You are the quiet victor, standing firmly over the ruins of their dark empire. You just need to hold your sacred ground, because the final victory has already been officially secured for you in the unseen spirit. They want you to doubt your own sanity and divine intuition. They want you to desperately seek validation from people who are deeply committed to misunderstanding you. But you are officially done playing their exhausting earthly games. Your energy is far too expensive to waste on their cheap drama. The Matrix has permanently lost its grip on your soul, and heaven is finally handing you the keys to rule over your new reality. Before we go deeper into the spiritual war, I must reveal something critical. There are 3 silent signs proving the universe is fighting a massive battle on your behalf right now. Many chosen ones completely miss sign number 2, and it costs them their peace. But the 3rd sign will absolutely prove your generational curse is permanently broken today. Let us look closely at sign number 1. You have been feeling incredibly old in your spirit lately. You sit in crowded rooms and feel like a completely alien presence. The shallow conversations around you physically drain your energy within minutes. You are not losing your mind. This profound detachment is a divine symptom of your rapidly elevating frequency. You used to enjoy normal social gatherings, but now your body violently rejects fake energy and superficial connections. This sudden intolerance is your spiritual immune system violently kicking in. Heaven is making you allergic to the toxic matrix, so you will stop settling for less. Your deep spiritual exhaustion is simply your soul rejecting a lower earthly vibration. This brings us directly to sign number 2. Have you noticed how complete strangers suddenly confess their darkest secrets to you? People approach you in random places and dump their heavy emotional baggage onto your lap. They feel an unexplainable urge to tell you their deepest pain. They do this because your aura acts as a massive spiritual lighthouse in their dark world. You are an empathic healer by divine design. Broken souls unconsciously detect the immense light you carry inside. They flock to you desperately, seeking the warm comfort of your spiritual fire. But this heavy emotional dumping leaves you completely depleted and gasping for air. You absorb their chaotic frequencies while they walk away feeling perfectly healed and light. You must stop allowing random people to drain your sacred energy bank. You are a chosen intercessor, but you are not their personal savior. Heaven wants you to establish fierce energetic boundaries immediately. If you do not fiercely protect your spiritual gates, the enemy will continue using broken people to constantly siphon your power. Your precious energy is for your own elevation now. And finally, we reach the highly crucial 3rd sign. You have been waking up abruptly at 3 in the morning with a violently racing heart. Your eyes snap open in the pitch dark and you feel a thick, heavy presence in the room. The Matrix doctors would quickly label this as severe anxiety or a sleep disorder, but heaven calls it a profound spiritual awakening. The veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is incredibly thin during those early, quiet hours. Your spirit is actively fighting heavy battles while your physical body rests in bed. The sudden racing heart is the physical aftermath of your soul violently clashing with dark principalities. You are literally breaking heavy generational chains while you sleep. You thought you were suffering from insomnia. You truly believed your mind was betraying your tired body. But you are a fierce spiritual shield absorbing the invisible attacks meant for your entire bloodline. That is exactly why you feel like you ran a heavy marathon when you wake up. Your spirit is doing the heavy lifting for everyone else who is still entirely asleep. Now remember the 3rd sign I promised to explain earlier. This exact 3 in the morning awakening is the ultimate proof of your victory. The sudden, unexplainable quietness in your mind today means the heavy battle is finally over. The intense warfare that kept you awake for months has officially ended. The generational curse is completely broken in the unseen realm right now. The spiritual realm has gone completely silent because your enemy has been fully defeated. You can finally rest your weary bones in absolute peace. The 3 signs you experienced were not random biological errors. They were loud, divine confirmations of your elite status as a chosen one. Heaven was simply preparing your spiritual vessel for the incoming mega deposit. You are not crazy, and you are definitely not broken. You are a sacred masterpiece undergoing a massive energetic upgrade. The system wants you to medicate your spiritual symptoms to keep you completely numb. They know that a fully awakened chosen one is the most dangerous force on this earth. But their dark attempts to sedate your rising spirit have completely failed today. You have successfully decoded the hidden signs sent by the divine universe. You understand the heavy price of carrying the spiritual light. And because you passed this grueling, silent test, the universe is ready to reward you publicly. The heavy season of suffering in the shadows is permanently closed. Your glorious transition into the bright light begins in this very second. The shift you are feeling right now is absolute proof of this massive change. The spiritual atmosphere in your room is literally becoming dense with divine anticipation. I need you to focus your mind intensely on my voice right now. We are entering the most critical phase of this entire heavenly transmission. The universe is actively preparing to hand down the final verdict over your life. You can physically feel the heavy burdens lifting off your tired shoulders. Your spiritual frequency is rapidly elevating far beyond the dark matrix's control. The system is violently shaking because it can no longer contain your explosive energy. They try to keep you trapped in a small, suffocating box of endless lack, but the lid is being forcefully blown off by divine intervention. You are not just undergoing a simple life transition today, you are experiencing a violent generational rebirth in the unseen spirit realm. The intense heat of this transformation is burning away every false identity you ever adopted. The people-pleasing victim is officially dead. The exhausted doormat is permanently gone. You are resurrecting as a terrifyingly powerful spiritual warrior. The enemy sees the radiant fire returning to your tired eyes. They recognize the dangerous, calm authority settling over your weary soul. They are watching their heavy chains melt away like thin wax under your blazing divine light. This is exactly why their vicious attacks became so incredibly desperate recently. They were terrified of this exact moment of your absolute awakening. But their dark time is completely up. The spiritual hourglass has officially run out of sand for your bitter enemies. Heaven has reviewed the heavy tears you cried in secret and the immense sacrifices you made in total silence. The divine court is now in full session, and the supreme judge is preparing to strike the heavy gavel on your behalf. The final ruling is imminent. I need you to physically prepare your body for this massive energetic download. Sit up completely straight and drop the heavy tension in your tired jaw. Unclench your tightly closed fists and open your hands towards the sky. You must signal to the entire universe that you are finally ready to receive your massive compensation. You can no longer hold on to the painful past. Type 777 inches. The comments right now to signal the universe you are ready to receive this final verdict. Do not do this as a casual social media gesture. Do this as a powerful physical declaration of your complete spiritual alignment. By typing those numbers, you are officially signing the divine contract of your massive deliverance. You are boldly accepting your rightful inheritance. The heavy season of intense spiritual warfare is forcefully coming to a permanent halt. You will no longer fight exhausting battles for people who refuse to heal themselves. You are officially released from the heavy burden of carrying the world on your broken shoulders. God is wrapping you in a thick, impenetrable cloak of divine favor and quiet authority. You are becoming entirely untouchable. Your painful isolation is rapidly transforming into absolute divine insulation. The closed doors you cried over are being replaced by massive golden gates of unprecedented opportunity. The financial delays are being instantly overridden by a sudden tsunami of supernatural wealth. The universe is violently snatching back everything the dark matrix ever stole from your bloodline. Listen very carefully. The massive shift is happening right now in real time. The heavy fog in your mind is suddenly clearing to reveal sharp divine clarity. The deep ache in your chest is being replaced by a warm, rushing sensation of pure peace. You are crossing the invisible finish line of your grueling wilderness season. The long, terrifying test is finally over, and you passed. You passed the silent test that breaks the minds of ordinary people. You held onto your pure light when the dark system tried to swallow you whole. Heaven is standing in a thunderous standing ovation for your immense spiritual endurance. The angels are actively positioning your massive rewards along your new timeline. Every tear you shed is being converted into a heavy gold coin of favor. Breathe it all in right now. Inhale the sweet fragrance of your absolute victory. Exhale the toxic residue of your heavy trauma. The atmosphere is completely charged with the electric current of your impending miracle. You are standing at the absolute pinnacle of your long suffering. Prepare your heart. prepare your spirit. The divine decree is about to violently break the silence. This is the exact moment heaven has been aggressively preparing you for. The dark skies are finally violently ripping open. God is officially handing down the final sovereign message. Listen to the heavy thunder of divine justice right now. I declare that your excruciating season of waiting is permanently over. The divine verdict is firmly in your favor today. In the mighty name of the Creator, I completely break every generational cycle that tried to wrap its dark chains around your mind. The bitter poverty permanently stops with you today. The heavy spiritual exhaustion stops with you right now. The broken relationships end with you. You are the ultimate cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. The curse is officially shattered. I decree that the heavy, suffocating mantle of survival mode is violently falling off your tired shoulders in this exact second. You are no longer merely surviving in the shadows. You are stepping into a massive divine abundance. The spiritual war you bravely fought for your family has been completely won. The dark enemy has unconditionally surrendered to your light. I declare right now that the bitter season of you being a footstool is permanently over. The universe is aggressively flipping the script. Those who spoke poorly of your pure name are panicking. They are about to witness God prepare a massive feast for you right in front of them. You do not have to lift a single finger today. Heaven is stepping in as your ultimate defense attorney right now. The heavy confusion they tried to cast onto your beautiful life is violently returning to their own camp. Watch them panic as your profound peace becomes entirely untouchable. I declare total vindication over your misunderstood soul. God is actively restoring your stolen reputation in the spirit realm. The mega deposit of divine wealth and supreme clarity is officially unlocked. I command the heavy gates of supernatural provision to swing wide open for you. The severe financial delay is completely shattered. You are receiving the exact compensation for every single tear you cried in the dark wilderness. The heavy debt of your ancestors is completely wiped clean. The system is absolutely terrified because the Matrix cannot control a chosen one who knows their exact divine worth. They desperately wanted you exhausted. They wanted you financially desperate so you would eventually settle for their toxic crumbs. But a massive, unstoppable shift has just fractured their artificial system. The divine frequency of effortless abundance is completely overriding the delay. God is actively unlocking a mega deposit of supreme authority that the elite circles tried to keep heavily hidden from you. You are not at the bottom of the earthly pyramid anymore. You are holding the golden keys to the eternal kingdom. I decree that every spiritual parasite attached to your bright aura is violently burned away. You are completely purified. I speak total divine restoration over your exhausted physical body. The deep ache in your chest is miraculously dissolving right now. The heavy brain fog is permanently lifting. You will see with razor-sharp spiritual clarity. The heavy weight of broken people is leaving your weary bones. I declare that your sacred energy is officially returned to your supreme command today. You are finally stepping out of the dark, exhausting trenches. You are walking directly into the grand palace of your divine inheritance. The universe is commanding every closed door to violently burst open for you. The divine favor resting on your life is dangerously heavy. People will completely freeze. They will physically feel your immense power when you silently enter a room. This is the final message from the highest court of heaven. You are deeply loved. You are fiercely protected by legions of warrior angels. Every demonic plot designed to make you fail has officially collapsed in ruins. I declare that your new season of quiet authority begins right now. The heavy chains are falling onto the floor. You are absolutely free. Feel the rushing wind of the Holy Spirit sweeping through your entire reality. The heavy stagnation of the past 5 years is completely washed away. The spiritual atmosphere is aggressively making room for your massive expansion. I decree that you will never operate from a place of painful lack again. Your cup is violently overflowing with pure supernatural grace today. God has officially vindicated your beautiful name in the unseen realm. The painful isolation was simply the womb of your greatest miracle. You are being birthed into a terrifyingly powerful new timeline. I break every single spoken curse. Every dark word maliciously whispered against your bright destiny is destroyed. The dark magic of your enemies is instantly turning into mere dust. You are the magnificent masterpiece God kept hidden for the final battle. The heavy veil is lifted. The world is about to witness the glorious return of a true chosen one. I declare that the mega deposit is officially secured in your spiritual bank. The violent storm has completely passed over your house. The brilliant sun is shining on your face again. Now that the heavy chains are broken, you must learn the strict rules of your new reality. The mega deposit has been officially released into your life. But receiving the blessing is only the very first step. You must now learn how to properly steward this massive divine power. Many chosen ones lose their miracle because they mishandle the transition. The absolute most important rule of this new season is strict silence. When heaven delivers your massive breakthrough, your first instinct will be to shout it loudly. You will desperately want to tell your old friends. You will want to prove your bitter enemies completely wrong. You must fiercely resist this dangerous earthly urge today. Keep your mouth closed. Silence is not weakness in the spiritual realm. Silence is actually wisdom under absolute control. The dark enemy cannot intercept a blessing they do not know about. When you brag about your sudden elevation, you invite toxic spirits back into your life, and you willingly give the Matrix a brand new target on your weary back. Do not show them your cards today. Let them completely misunderstand your quiet distance. Let them assume whatever they want about your sudden disappearance. You no longer need to explain your soul to people committed to misunderstanding your spirit. You have entered the sacred sanctuary of quiet authority. Your divine energy is far too expensive to spend on cheap earthly drama anymore, so you must leave their toxic noise behind forever. When people suddenly notice your bright aura, they will try to return. The fake friends who abandoned you in the dark will smell your new blessing. They will knock on your door pretending they always loved you. You must keep your energetic gates completely locked because you owe them absolutely nothing. Your new season requires a fierce and unforgiving boundary to protect your deep peace. If you expose a tiny seed to the harsh sun too early, it dies. Your new blessing is exactly like that fragile seed. It needs the dark, quiet soil of your private life to grow deep roots. Do not post your spiritual victories on social media for validation. The universe does not need an audience to confirm your massive success, and you must learn to walk in total privacy from now on. From this moment forward, your mere presence will heavily command respect. You do not need to announce your arrival in any room. Your quiet authority will naturally disrupt the toxic frequencies around you. People will physically feel your immense power without you uttering a single word. This is the terrifying weight of the true chosen one living in their divine purpose. The Matrix will attempt one final trick to steal your peace. They will send highly disguised agents to test your brand new boundaries. These people will carry the exact same toxic traits as your old abusers. You must remain incredibly discerning when new faces suddenly appear in your quiet life. Trust your sharp spiritual intuition over their sweet, flattering words. You are no longer the unpaid spiritual therapist for broken people. You will absolutely not absorb their heavy chaos ever again. If someone brings toxic drama into your peaceful space, you immediately remove their access. You do not argue. You do not try to heal them. You simply cut the energetic cord and calmly walk away to preserve your sanity. Your peace is completely non-negotiable. The mega deposit was never given to you for vain, earthly bragging. It was heavily bestowed upon you to break the brutal cycle of generational poverty. It is a divine tool for building a quiet and powerful legacy. You must handle this massive wealth with profound spiritual maturity and grace. Let your silent actions speak much louder than any boastful words you could ever say. You must stay deeply grounded as you rapidly elevate in this life. The sudden flood of resources could easily make a weak mind highly arrogant. But you must remember the dark wilderness that forged your beautiful spirit. Humility is the only container strong enough to hold this massive divine blessing. Stay humble before God while remaining completely untouchable to the dark matrix system. You are the quiet victor of this entire spiritual war. You do not need to seek loud revenge against those who hurt you deeply. Your glorious existence is the ultimate revenge against the dark system. Watch them slowly realize they completely failed to break your resilient spirit. Watch them panic as you peacefully thrive in the exact place they tried to bury you. Remember the one strict rule to maintain your untouchable status today. Silence is your absolute greatest defense against the watching enemy. Let the dark matrix guess what you are doing behind closed doors. Let heaven continue fighting the remaining unseen battles while you finally rest. You have earned this profound season of total physical and mental peace. Guard your new frequency with your entire life. You are a highly protected asset of the divine kingdom now. Keep your circle incredibly small and your faith incredibly massive. The transition is finally complete. You are officially walking in the full manifestation of your long-awaited promise. Maintain your quiet authority and never look back at the broken past. Let the heavy energy completely settle around you now. The violent storm has officially passed over your weary soul. You are entirely safe in this exact moment. The spiritual atmosphere in your room is now thick with divine peace. The roaring winds of the dark matrix have been permanently silenced by the hand of God. You can finally rest your tired heart. I officially seal this powerful decree over your beautiful life today. No dark weapon formed against your divine purpose will ever prosper. The enemy can no longer intercept your bright frequency. I draw a heavy spiritual boundary around your mind and your physical body. The toxic entities that haunted your sleep are permanently banished from your sacred space. Take one final deep breath in this quiet sanctuary. Feel the warm, soothing light wash over your entire nervous system. The brutal survival mode is completely deactivating in your brain. You do not have to fiercely fight for your life anymore. The massive spiritual war is truly over, and you are the quiet victor standing on the holy mountain. Tomorrow morning will feel completely different for you. When you open your eyes, the crushing weight will not be on your chest. You will wake up feeling incredibly light and deeply grounded. The severe brain fog that clouded your vision is entirely gone. You are stepping into a beautiful season of extreme mental clarity and profound physical rest. You are a magnificent masterpiece created by the divine architect. You are the faithful remnant chosen to carry the pure light into this dark world. Never doubt your immense spiritual worth again. The universe meticulously designed you to break the heavy generational chains of your entire bloodline. Your painful past was simply the rigorous training for your glorious future. I am wrapping your spirit in an impenetrable cloak of white light. The dark matrix is now completely blind to your rising frequency. They cannot find you in this high vibration of pure gratitude. You are heavily hidden under the wings of the Supreme Creator. Walk confidently forward in your quiet authority because you are now entirely untouchable to the dark system. You must gently release your anger toward those who hurt you. Holding their toxic memory keeps you chained to their low frequency. Let them go completely from your peaceful mind. They were simply unaware agents used by the Matrix to test your resilient spirit. You successfully passed the rigorous spiritual test today. You left their dark chaos far behind in the distant past. Your glorious future does not require your heavy past. You are crossing the sacred threshold into your promised land right now. The mega deposit is already safely secured in your spiritual vault. Everything you lost is being multiplied and rapidly returned to your open hands. God is placing a heavy crown of divine favor on your weary head today. Before we completely end this transmission, we must seal your energy. Gently like this video right now, not as a casual earthly gesture, but as a physical act of spiritual agreement. Let your action serve as a firm signature on the divine contract. You are officially accepting the massive breakthrough heaven has carefully prepared for your bloodline. You must fiercely protect your high frequency from future attacks. Subscribe to this sanctuary so the enemy cannot intercept your future messages. Turn on the notifications to keep your spiritual armor completely locked and activated. We are building a powerful army of quiet victors who will dismantle the Matrix together. You are entirely safe in this sacred community. Leave a single word in the comments below to anchor your faith. We do not do this for visibility or shallow social metrics. We do it as a powerful spiritual seal of our absolute alignment. When you type your affirmation, you are commanding the universe to manifest your deliverance. Your simple words carry terrifying authority in the unseen spirit realm today. The heavy darkness has officially lost its grip on your beautiful soul. May the absolute peace of the Creator rest heavily upon your mind. May your upcoming days be filled with effortless abundance and quiet joy. The grueling wilderness season is permanently closed, and your new chapter begins now. Walk gracefully in your immense power and never shrink yourself again. Do not let the Matrix steal your profound joy tomorrow morning. When you step outside, the chaotic world will still look exactly the same, but you will quietly know the hidden truth about your massive, unseen victory. You will walk through the noisy crowds with the silent confidence of a true chosen one. You hold the ultimate secret that completely terrifies the entire dark system. You can finally rest incredibly well tonight. The massive spiritual war has been won on your behalf. The angels are actively standing guard around your peaceful home. You are loved beyond human measure and completely protected by the divine source. Heaven is smiling down upon your pure heart right now. The final message is officially sealed,